Good day to all you God and goddess out there. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. It's always a blessing to be up and get a chance at life every day. But I come to you guys today with a video on how to get good at anything. And, you know, where people make the first mistake on just trying to get good at something or just indulging in something new, I feel like is thinking of all the ways they can't do it. Like, before you do something, of course, you probably won't have any idea or know what to do. But before you start, if you think of all the ways you can't do it, you won't find any solutions or reasons why you can. So, that's the first mistake. Like, when when starting something new or getting into something, you must first just be open to it. Like, you might not be good at it, but you need to have the mindset of, I can learn this, not the mindset of, man, like, this may be hard, or I've never done this before, so I don't know if I can do it. That's you have the wrong mindset going into it already. So you must fix your mindset. And you know, I relate this back to me playing football. When I was playing football, I'm gonna put it like this. Before I was good, I wasn't good at all. You know what I'm saying? And I was aware of not being good. Don't get me wrong. I knew I needed to get better, but when I had started, I had played linebacker for like my whole life, and I knew I'm 5'9". I knew I was gonna grow. I'm like, this position's not for me. I'm not doing this. And I looked at one of my coaches, I'm telling everybody, and everybody was like, what? Like, you want to change positions? And I'm like, yeah. I had no idea, I never thought about or seen myself playing defensive back. It was always something I seen my brother. I looked at, man, I'm sorry, y'all. My dogs was getting a little crazy. I had to go, put them in the house. But, I looked at everybody, and I'm like, yeah, I want to play DB. And I had never did it before in my life. But I would have made a mistake at that moment if I would have been like, man, you know what, it might be hard, or I don't know if I can do this. But I never had that mindset. The whole time, I'm like, how can I do this? How can I get better? Bringing good positive energy to myself, having that energy just allowed me to find solutions. You know what I'm saying? On how I can get better. I focused on how I can get better instead of how I couldn't. And that's where a lot of people make a mistake. Like, starting something new, like, of course, you're not gonna know anything, or you might not be good. You might be terrible. You might be below average. But you must have the mindset of, I can do this, and that will give you the energy and put solutions in your mind. If you think about how you can't do it, you will always have reasons why you can't, and that would just be true and manifest in your life. I have a process that I created. It's called the Triple S process for success, and it consists of three things. It consists of three things: sharpen, sustain, and strive. You must first sharpen your focus on whatever it is that needs to be done, because whatever you focus on, that's what you will move toward. Like, whatever you're focusing on right now in your life, that's what you're acting on every day, regardless whether you know it or not. Like, whatever you focus on, that's what you act on. So you need to sharpen your focus on, okay, what do I need to do? How can I make this better? You know what I'm saying? Like, what steps do I need to take to get to where I need to be, instead of thinking about how I can't. So shift your focus to how you can. That is the first thing you need to do. Then you need to sustain discipline. Like, once you shift your focus, like, sharpen your focus on whatever it is that needs to be done. Once you shift your focus, now you move on to sustaining discipline. Because when you start this journey, in the beginning, you won't be good. And you need to have that discipline in the early days, because we already know, motivation doesn't stick. So, you might be motivated in the beginning, but you need that discipline in the beginning as well, to keep you going through the days when you're not bad, when it's discouraging. It's not easy to keep going out there and doing things when you're not good. That's not a good feeling. That can be real discouraging, I'm not gonna lie. And I know what that feels like myself. But you must be disciplined to keep going through that time, because there will be a time when you can do it. And takes us on to the third component of this process: strive. Like, you need to strive every day. Like, this is an everyday thing. Consistent work towards whatever you sharpen your focus on. You need to consistently work towards that every day. Keep striving. Like, you will have setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you need to keep striving through the days when you aren't good, when you keep messing up, and then eventually you will develop mastery, and you will be able to do it without conscious effort. But you must start. You know what I'm saying? Sharpen your focus, sustain discipline, and strive. Strive and keep striving until, like, and you will run into a place where, okay, something may not be working. You might not be getting the outcome you want somewhere. Then you just repeat the process over again. Figure out what that is, sharpen your focus on that, and keep getting better. And then eventually, you can assess everything that you need to work on: your strengths, your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. Keep sharpening your, I mean, keep sharpening your strengths and focus on your weaknesses at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be well-rounded. And eventually, over time, you will be able to do this without conscious effort, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I applied this to football, but I see now that it applies to everything in life. It starts with you. Like, I don't think people really know their power, like what we really are capable of. We are capable of anything. It's people out here that know 3-4 languages fluently, and that still blows my mind. Like, that's how I know I got some work to do, and I know my brain can hold more. Like, there's people out here that know 3-4 languages fluently. Like, I can't even imagine how they can switch over. Somebody be talking English, boom, switch over to Spanish, and then go to French, like, and actually can understand everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, even or down to all the songs, it's people out here that can probably remember 500 songs. Just imagine how much your brain is taking in every day. And if we just use our power and understand how capable we are, we will know that we can do anything. You just must start. You just gotta start. Have the right mindset in the beginning. Be bad long enough to become good. I love Myron Gordon. He says that all the time. Be bad long enough to become good. So eventually, you will be bad, but eventually you will get good if you just keep going. Don't get discouraged in the beginning when you're not good. Everybody goes through those phases. Nobody starts off as a master or just, like, nobody starts off like that. Nobody starts off perfect. Everybody goes through those times when they're not good. Kobe Bryant versus Soul, you know what I'm saying? He's no longer here with us. But Kobe Bryant is one of my favorite athletes. And I still feel like LeBron is the greatest of all time. Like, that don't really matter. I don't even really get caught up in sports for real. But Kobe Bryant, what he did was crazy to me. He started off, he wasn't good. Like, you can go out here and look. Like, it's a lot of videos and articles on his story. Kobe Bryant wasn't good in the beginning. In his early games, he was missing shots. You know what I'm saying? But now he's considered a legend and one of the best players of all time. He started somewhere too. But he had the mindset to keep going and keep striving through the days when he weren't bad to become good. And eventually he developed mastery. Now he's doing stuff without conscious effort. Now he gets on game day and this is whatever you're doing in life though. I just read, like, it applies to everything. This doesn't even just apply to sports. You know what I'm saying? So, you're capable, and just know you can do anything. Anything you set your mind to and work for, you can do it. And you can become good at it. You know what I'm saying? You become a master at it, whatever it is. We are capable of anything. We are so powerful, and just understand the true power that you have. And if you just always understand that, nothing can stop you. Nothing on earth can stop you. Keep going.